Ah, there we go. Oh, my camera's a little off here. How about we do this? There we go. Greetings, everybody. BJ Weiler back with you for another fine Monday. The last Monday, as a matter of fact, in July of 2017. It's amazing. The summer is 2/3 of the way over already. It's quite amazing. Find it hard to believe. But back here after 3 weeks away from the railroads. We're back into our retro sandbox building days today. See where we are in the Northeast as we before we left on vacation, and of course we came back last week, but we ended up just doing city skylines last week because we had some issues with our headphones and mic and stuff like that. And of course today, getting ready to go online, we have issues with OBS. OBS kept crashing as I was trying to get into our RMG gaming scene here, so I had to delete an entire scene collection in order to get us going here. So the life of a streamer, always never a dull moment, it seems. Okay, let's see where we're at here. All right, so we're in the Northeast here. Zoom out here. Vineland, Atlantic City. We have our passenger rails, so we rebuild our passenger rails as well as our cargo rails. So now I think we're in the process of trying to figure out our raw material lines here now. So we've got our all our seas interconnected for passengers and cargo. So we so desired. Now, of course, we could do some. There's some more finagling we can do here. Now, this I don't think any need for this here. So this guy goes. Out of curiosity, I think he just turns around. Nope, he goes that way. So at the end of the day, I might not be able to delete that like I would like to. So let me delete it because there's a train scheduled on there. Alright, so we'll deal with that. But for the most part, you can get to any city from any city via rail. And what happened here? Okay, we do have some finagling we need to do here because that is not how we set this stuff up here. Alright, now very strange some of this stuff here. Alright, so this is a double track. There we go. Alright, that's better. One is fine. 6 of them sitting right there, not so fine. Now I think, yep, see here too. And I know these weren't here when we had finished off here, so this stuff just all of a sudden decided to pop up on me. Okay. So I guess that's the first job one right now, is to make sure we don't have any more of this funkiness going on here. Like here, that makes no sense. Why must you do this to me? Why? Bless you. Bless you. Fortunately, we haven't set up any cargo lines yet, so makes doing this a bit easier. Alright, so there we go on that. Okay. Where's the mail passenger lines? Not. Maybe help us here. Anything there? No. Run. Oh, we okay there? Here's our recurring guest star.
Hi, Abby the troll.
Yeah, Abby the troll.
Abby the troll today.
You're gonna be Abby the troll today.
I touch the keyboard.
Abby the troll.
I touch the keyboard today.
No, please don't touch the keyboard today. Today wants a nice, relaxing, chill stream. Streaming on the chill, with the chill streamers community today, as well as Twitch Kittens, and the official Extra Life channel, of course. Community, I should say, the official Extra Life community. We'll be doing our Extra Life thing 3 p.m. Eastern Time today, instead of our usual 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Pushing ourselves back a couple of hours so we can actually have a straight through stream on our own channel now, and to keep a nice tight series of streams on the official Extra Life channel as well. Now these here, well, there's 2 towns, so yeah, I guess, I don't necessarily like them, but that's fine. We'll leave them as is. So it used to be 1 to 3 p.m. every Monday. In fact, we were the vanguard for the getting Mondays opened up for the Extra Life stream team. And we were the first stream for a few months there on Mondays. Our good friend Aerodash has decided to step back a bit, take a break from the stream team. Aerodash streamed after me from the 3 to 5 slots, so I figured might as well move back 3 to 5. Yeah, look at all those Abbies. Oh, thank you for the host. Lady Lund, thank you for the host. Welcome everybody from Lady Lund's channel. Welcome. We're back with our usual retro / sandbox. Yeah, look. You just saw the emojis, Abbies. There's the emoji, Abbies.
No, I need the emoji on the computer. I need the emojis on the computer.
You want to see the emojis on the computer?
Yeah, again.
Are you going to watch them?
Yeah, I can watch
Okay,
them.
so Dale throw the Abby trolls and the Aaron hypes up on the computer. How's that? Watch, here they come. There they are. See them?
No, I need the emojis.
Those are the emojis.
No, I need the emojis on the computer.
You just saw the emojis on the computer.
No, I need again.
Well, I'm not going to keep throwing emojis up. I'm not going to keep throwing emojis up. They'll come up as people host us and follow us, don't worry. But welcome everybody. Glad to see everybody there as we do our nice relaxing Mondays here with our retro / sandbox games. Mindhunter Online, hey. How's it going? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes. Twitch Kittens, all the Twitch Kittens loves today. Alright, good. So I think that sort of squares away those little glitches now. Looks like we're fine now. So let's get that saved.
I'm going to behave.
You're going to behave? Well, that's good.
Could that behave?
Yes, you can behave and not be a troll.
I'm not being too lobby troll.
So we got you lined up for today. Obviously, we're doing Sid Meier's Railroads, released all the way back in 2006 here. And we'll be following that up in a couple hours here with City Skylines, building on our Tantonitis City. And then new starting this week, we'll be doing starting up Zoo Tycoon 2. All the way back from, I think that was released in 2008, as I recall, by Blue Fang and Microsoft. So sort of to complete the sandbox building theme and all that good stuff. I love Sid Meier's. All these games were awesome. Yes, indeed. Yeah, some of the best games really came out in the late 90s, early 2000s. Now, not to knock anything that's coming out today that's really awesome, but I mean, I think those are really the best times for games there, you know, graphically wise and just gameplay wise, entertainment wise. Which is sort of why I've, why I've gravitated towards them, at least for the stream, and wanted to keep playing them. Especially a lot of the ones that I never had a chance to play previously, like the Railroad Tycoon games. I always had an interest, but just there was never the time, never the money to buy all the games I wanted to buy. But I have to thank Steam and damn Steam all in the same breath. Because without Steam and say goodoldgames.com, I wouldn't be able to experience or play these games now. So I have to thank them for having these games available so that I can play them now. And I missed them the first time around. Yeah, GOG is awesome. At the same time, I have to damn them, because there's just so many that I want to play and just don't have, still, again, never enough time to play. So my ever-increasing Steam library of dozens upon dozens upon dozens of games, and of course the handful of games I picked up off of GOG.com, and trying to figure out when I'm actually going to play them. Let alone stream them, because, when I'm playing the game, I'm always thinking, I maybe should stream this in case somebody, wants to be entertained by it. So always those difficult decisions as a streamer and a gamer. Alright, so we're good here. So let's get on with it. So we've got all our passengers. So I've got all, as I recall, we got all the passenger lines squared away before we had left on vacation. And we had gotten the cargo lines built up. So now anything I see I'm missing here is perhaps a cargo line from South Jersey here into North Jersey. This is a passenger line here. Yeah, so that's the passenger line. I think that's where my quandary was, with the cargo line coming in here. Did I want to just loop around and go this way, or did I want to add yet another double track here that's just cargo line? Because we do need to bring our raw materials in too. So this here is the problem. And if I'm going to bring it in this way, it's going to make it a little bit difficult, because this center rail here, this line here, is a passenger line. Oh no, it's a crash. Fortunately, in our train table mode here, we don't have to worry about train collisions. Yeah, I think my thought process was, when I went through and just rebuilt all these lines after weeks upon getting everything built up, was that really it's the passenger lines I really want to have as interconnected as possible. The cargo lines, not really as necessary to do that. I mean, everybody's got quite a few connections. I mean, the cargo lines we've got now have quite a few city connections here. So I think I can forego the North Jersey to South Jersey cargo line connection. So what we just want to worry about now is setting up our raw material supply lines here, so we can actually get some cargo going here. Like, okay, Atlantic City wants trees to produce manufactured goods. Now we already have manufactured goods here, so I could start up our cargo lines. We got steel here, which is required in car manufacturing. Of course, all this stuff here is left over from our previous build. Which I ended up rethinking and saying wanted to refine things a little bit more. Which again, in train table mode, which makes train table mode just so much more relaxing and pleasing, because you can just, okay, I've got all this stuff built up. I don't like it. Let's start over again. Alright, so who needs oil? I know Cape May was taking oil. I think Trenton needed the grain, so we've got to get grain in the Trent. So that's one of the things. This was one of the things here, and you require wood, and I think we've got our wood company here. So that'll actually be easy to bring in. So we can bring in another rail into Newark for our wood anyway. The problem here is how I have this passenger line set up. Of course, the grain company's on this side, so again, I don't necessarily want, although again, collisions and all that stuff don't matter in the mode we're playing, but you still want to, I still want to try to have, you know, dedicated lines for all this stuff. And what we had done previously was just have the rail cross here, so we had a bridge across, so I could come in that way. Now our cargo lines are going to haul the food, the cargo, and the automobiles, which, oh, no problem. Thanks for swinging by, Mindhunter. It's quite all right. I fully understand. There are so many people, as I tell a lot of people who pop in and pop out, especially in our Twitch Kittens community. You know, there are so many of you guys that I want to be able to watch your streams, and if you have a YouTube, watch your YouTube videos. But there's never enough time in the day. Just like there's never enough time in the day to play all the games I want. There's never enough time in the day to support all us great Twitch Kittens community members out there that I would like to. As you know, there's work, and of course, obviously, there's the family. And then, with those two things aside, that time that we have left is like, okay, what free time do I have to do my own streaming schedule and that kind of stuff? And then you take that away, it's like, well, there's more than just going online and playing a game and streaming. There's all that other, ancillary stuff, the video editing, the social media stuff, all that kind of stuff. So that's all packaged up into there. It's like, okay, so after we do all our streaming stuff, what time is there left? There is sleep. We do have to sleep a couple hours, so. But thank you for swinging by. It's always much appreciated, just like all the hosting is, just like anybody who just wants to sit and chat and lurk and just hopefully be entertained and relaxed and whatever it is you're here for. That's all right. Because I'm primarily here to entertain myself. That's how I got started in streaming, was just entertaining myself. And the fact that I can entertain others is sort of a bonus. So I definitely appreciate everybody who stops by. Whether you want to chat or not is perfectly fine. All right, so let's get started with some of our raw material lines here. So you require coal. Now we do have the coal supply there, so we've got the oil. Who needed oil? Cape May needed oil, but we've got oil line down here. We got the Cape May Oil Company here, so we can bring this into Cape May. I could bring it in from either side here, really. Previously I had you coming up and around this way, but I'm wondering if I don't just want to maybe bring it around this way, do a little something different here. Well, let's see. Yeah, see, unfortunately I can't start from out here and bring you around, so I actually have to find the dream, bring you out around this way. See, that's a steep uphill, gentle downhill. Here we go. Oh, no. We want you coming in that way. Actually, you know what? We do want to double track this, don't we, though? So we'll double track out to this way. Either way, I want to bring this in on the separate line here. Now we can bring you. Turn too sharp, that's okay. Oh, we got a little tunnel. Alright, we'll go with the tunnel. Although I could forgo the tunnel too and just bring you around like that, gentle uphill. There we go. Do a little bit of terraforming there. Alright, so we've got that. And we can just bring you right in. No, we don't. Let's just go that way. Don't necessarily want a lot of bridges and stuff like that, because then it kind of makes it tough in case we need to make more connections into it for whatever reason. Alright, yep, that's all we need there. Excellent. So now we can build our depot here, our oil depot. And get a train going here. Now we do have set engines that we want to use for our passenger and cargo lines. However, I kind of like to mix things up for our raw material lines here. And this is one of the things here. You earn griffins by being in our chat here. And one of the griffin rewards you can redeem is to pick an engine for one of our trains here. So let's see what we want to do. I always kind of like going the old style, the old Smokies I call them. There's nobody there. Where'd you go? We got the planet, the grasshopper, the Norris, the Patentee, the Adler, the Booth, 440 American, the Iron Duke, the Crampton. I always kind of like this one here. Preferred cargo passenger. So we're going to kind of ignore that because 90% of these are all passenger. I think so. For some of the shorter lines, I do want some of the smaller guys, because the speed and all that won't have as much of an effect. So you know what? We'll go with the planet. We'll start with the most classic one here that we can. So we'll go here. 1, 2, 3. As you can see, the more cargo I add, the more agonizingly slow it is. So 30. So that drops it down 9. That drops it down another 9. Yeah, so that drops it down 4. So she ain't too swift here. So see, now it's a matter of, what is, will 3 cars at 8 miles per hour be more efficient and productive than 2 cars at 12 miles per hour? So we can go there. So we'll go with the 3 cars. So what we're going to end up doing is clearing it out, and she'll be speedy on the way back. So I think we will go with that. And there she goes. The old planet. Filling her up. Unfortunately, again, because this time around I decided not to completely restart the map, but just to pretty much bulldoze all our trains and lines and start fresh that way. At least, you know, I didn't lose the progress we've made with any of our cities or anything else. So yeah, very slow. Of course, it is an uphill, moderate grade here. I think moderate. Nope. Yeah, so there's no grade there. Just a moderate upgrade there. So that'll slow it down as well, obviously. So it's only going. So what's that there? So that's 1.5. There's 2, about 2.25 miles. Almost 4 miles. So 6 miles. Another 3, 9. Yep. So probably about 10 to 12 miles this thing has to go. But it's all downhill, so of course the trip, obviously, hauling cargo too is going to slow her down, as we can see. See how fast are we going here? Do you tell me? You don't say. There we go. So heading on back, she'll be a lot faster because it is downhill and she's not hauling any cargo. Yeah, so we're up to pretty much her maximum speed. Alright, so there's our first raw material line there. So let's bring in the steel to Vineland now. So again, we'll double track this on this side. So we'll bring the double track out to about there. And then we shall this way. So I've noticed Jamorian, who's another member of our community here. He has played Transport Fever. I've seen him play Transport Fever a couple of times, so that's got me intrigued as well, because it looks like it's very much in a similar vein of almost combining, say, the SimCity City Skylines stuff with railroads and the Railroad Tycoon series. So I think if I haven't put it on my wish list yet, I am definitely going to put Transport Fever on my wish list. Now, I had looked at that before, and I noticed there were some negative reviews and stuff like that. There were some, some people had some problems with the game, but just watching Jamorian play, it definitely looks like it will be worth it. So I'm going to have to keep an eye out, I think, for the next Steam sale that comes along here. You know what, I want to throw a little bit more. Let's bring you out a little bit more here. There we go. So now we can throw this depot. Let's throw you right there. So let's get a train. We'll just go to the next one in line, I think, huh? We'll just go in order here. That way I make it easier for me getting at least one of every engine out there. So we'll go with the Grasshopper here for our coal. So you will go there. 1, 2, 3. Same thing, pretty much the same thing as our engine there. You will then go to there, and you will not take anything back with you because you're strictly raw materials. And that'll take care of that guy. Let's take a look at our grasshopper. I think these are, yeah, another moderate grade. So yeah, we're at 5 miles per hour right now, 6, 7. There we go. We zoom in a little bit more when we're following the train. That's what we like. Three miles per hour right now, going up that grade. Such the dichotomy. One of our modern engines for our passengers and mail line, with one of our old smokies for our raw materials. There's the steel manufacturing plant. There's the mailbag. Unloading. Now she'll be a little bit faster, huh? Took 2 years to make that trip. Yeah, she's hopping now. Look at her go. Alright, let's go do that with our planet here. Where are you? There you are. Yeah, there we go. Let's get a nice closer view of you, huh? Throwing out a little bit of sparks there, huh? The grade should be leveling off here, so as you can see now, she's picking up steam now that we're over the hill. We made it over the hump. Unloading and off we go. Now she's really gonna be flying. Woohoo. Alright, let's see now. So that gets Cape May, that takes care of Cape May's needs there. Takes care of Vineland's needs. Atlantic City needs the trees, so we do have that. This one, the Newark Wood Company, will actually supply both Newark and Atlantic City. So let's do that. So let's see how I want to bring this in here. So we're going to bring this in from, we're going to double track it from this side here. Bring you out, actually just bring a double track out here, because then it's going to, this is where she's going to split off here and go out this way. Then she can swing around this way. And she can get, keep you right in this little gully here. So we want you coming in on this angle anyway. So we'll put you there. And what we'll do is double track you here. Out to right about here. Might have to make an adjustment to this guy here. I think that's let's go back this way. Let's bring you out first and foremost here. There we go. And we can connect you up right into there. Perfect. Now, let me follow my advice of save early and save often, because we've had issues with the game crashing in the past on us. So let's definitely save our progress right now. What are you doing? That's a what? A cold washcloth. Oh. Alright, so now, let's, can I bring it on this side or no? It's gotta be on that side. It's gotta be on that side. So we'll throw you down right there. So we're only going to have one engine here. It's just going to supply both. So she'll be making a couple of trips here. Now it's obviously going to be a little bit slower here. Let me see here, because this is a longer route. She's supplying both. So I think we're going to go with something a little bit more modern here. Now this is our cargo hauler here, the GP series we're going to be using for the cargo hauls. And this guy right here, the TGV, is what we use for our passengers. So this will be the one of the exceptions. We'll probably have a couple more exceptions to our rule of just working our way up here, because this one's going to need a bit more power and speed here. That's 90, 70, 70, 70. It gets to be about 100. 80, 90, 90, 70, 120, 90, 90, 90, and of course it's male passenger. That one's tempting. But I still sort of want to go with something with a more of the classic look here. So we might go with that guy. Because he's 90 miles per hour, and I don't think anybody past here is going. Oh, well, he's 100. But he's an electric. We sort of want to at least go with the sort of classic theme here. Everybody else is going to be less. So yeah, we'll go with Mr. 90 miles per hour here. This one's surprisingly slow here, the crocodile. That's 70, it's 70, 70. Yeah, so this guy here, he was our 90, so we'll go with the A1. The Great Northern from 1922, the 462 A1. You'll be our wood hauler here. Let's see, so 1, no effect, 10 miles there. That's 14 miles there. That's another 10 miles there. So I think we'll go 4. Well, let's see. Loaded up, she's 35 miles an hour. So with 3 has a big effect on it. Even 4, we start to lose that effect. 5. Debating whether I should go 4 or 5. Well, we can always add cars to it if the need ever arises. So you know what? We're going to stick with 4. So we'll send you to Newark first. Coming back from Newark, you don't need anything. Then you have to stop off and pick up more supplies, and then you can head to Atlantic City. You can clear that off, and that should give us our loop. Boom. Should stop off there. Go to there. Stop off there. Go there. So let's confirm this for now. And let's follow that train. Perhaps if we could see you. There we go. So it's still steam powered, I think this guy is. Yeah, steam powered. Just a little bit more efficient for this particular line that we need you to run. That was nice and quick there now, wasn't it? See how fast she can get on the way back there. So 50, top speed is 90. So we got up to 60 there before we hit the bend. It only took a year for that trip. Oh, excuse me, everybody. Into Atlantic City. Drop off that load, and here we go. Let's see. Once we get around this bend, see how fast you can get on the straightaway here. I think it's a little bit of an uphill grade. So 70, up into the 70s. That's not too bad. So she'll do a nice job there. All right, stop off, and then back to Newark you go. Excellent. So that works out well. Alright, so that gets our raw materials going where they need to go for Vineland. Atlantic City. Choo choo. Hey everybody. Hey Megan. Welcome, welcome. Glad to see you stopping by. So Cape May's got their raw materials. Vineland's got theirs. Atlantic City's getting theirs. Newark's getting theirs. So that leaves over on this side of the map Trenton and good old New York City. Now New York City's going to be a little easy here. New York City. Now here's the thing. We've got cattle here. We've got the wood there. So I'm thinking to make life easier, because now we've got manufactured, everybody's got manufactured goods. Manufactured goods, you're going to have food. Manufactured goods, manufactured goods. Manufactured goods. Steel. Manufactured goods. So now, here's the thing. We can add an oil company here, oil conversion them into manufactured goods. That'll get us that. So what we want to do is try to have, let's see, a line here. So Cape May, we would do a cargo line between Cape May into Vineland, Atlantic City. And that would be it there, because we don't have a cargo line that connects North Jersey with South Jersey. So it's essentially manufactured goods, food. We don't have automobiles. Automobiles we're getting from Philly and Wilmington. So Wilmington would have to be part of this cargo line, and that would give us the three. Newark and New York City has manufactured goods. Trenton has the food. Philadelphia has the automobiles. Philadelphia just needs steel. So we gotta figure out how to get steel to Philly. And Wilmington. And we've got paper here in Dover, which really does us no good whatsoever, except somebody needed paper. Who needed paper? Who has the paper newspaper company? Frederick. I think Frederick has a newspaper company, yes. So we have food in Washington, steel and food in Easton. So no man, and we've got steel and food in Baltimore. So here's the quandary here. Frederick has nothing else, so we're going to have to get some manufactured goods in Frederick, I think. So we got some manufactured goods in Harrisburg. Lancaster. Now Lancaster is manufactured goods here, but we got to get oil to Lancaster. We got to get oil and coal to Reading. So I think that was one of the quandaries I started having on our previous builds on this map here. How were we going to get these raw materials to these two fellers in the mess that we've got here? Now we've got, let's see, we've got wood here. Williamsport has nothing here. It's got a power company, but that's it. The power company demands oil and coal, which are here. The oil and coal are here. Wilkes-Barre manufactures cars, so we gotta get steel there. So it's going to be pretty problematic getting our big three cargo hauls here, the food, the manufactured goods, and automobiles in Pennsylvania, and our raw materials, so oil. So the oil's from here. Now that's going to be a problem getting you from here across here. It's going to be tricky getting a bridge to go across all that track to get to Lancaster. And Reading. So these guys would have to supply Lancaster, Reading, and Williamsport. The coal company would have to supply Williamsport and Reading. And Allentown even demands. I think Allentown has a power plant too, right? Yeah. So these guys are going to have their work cut out for them. For the raw materials that they have to supply to several cities there. That's the one thing I wish in train table mode I could change the default manufacturing business that are in these cities, but unfortunately I cannot. Or at least I have not yet discovered the way to do so if I can do it. Make it rain. Oh, Critter's mom is making it rain. Oh, well, I have to... Abs, can you put your milk in the refrigerator, please? I have to give everybody some 30 griffins here. It's been a long time. It's add, I think it's add points. 30 all. Okay, let's try again. Add points. I can never get the syntax right. All 30. Boom. It'll pop up here in a minute. There we go. Hey, everybody gets 30 extra griffins. Thank you, Megan. Although you didn't use the correct syntax either. I think it's make it rain, redeem, something to that effect. But hey, it's the thought that counts, right? And that, yes, that's one of the griffin rewards. So anybody watching, check out our command list down below the window here. I got a list of some of the common default commands. Need a new commands list. Nothing works properly. There's the command list with stream elements now. I know. I'm still, you know, we've been using stream elements for what, a couple of months now. Close the door. We have windows open. We don't need the refrigerator to air condition the house. We have central air. If you're not drinking your milk, put it in the refrigerator. When you're done with it, you got to put it in your refrigerator. It's going to taste nasty if you leave it out too long. Yeah. Yes, no problem, no problem. Yeah, I still, as you can see, I'm still, even after 2 odd months here of using stream elements after Revlo shut down. Because Revlo shut down in June, right? Something like that. Yeah, the milk will go bad if it sits out. I'm still getting used to these, but here's the command list. And again, I've got some of the command lists for some of the commands for some of the fun games and stuff that that you can do with MooBot and Stream Elements down below. So anybody in chat can play any of these games as well. Not all of them require griffins. Well, you'll drink juice for lunch. Want to say hi to Megan?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Welcome over here.
Hi, Megan. Hi. Hi, Shooter Dave.
Good job. Looking at it now, you know, I have Lagosaurus comp. Well, yeah, I know that feeling. My geriatric laptop here that I have to use to stream. When was this released? Because I was using this model when I was working at the tech company between 2008 and before I got the axe in 2013, thanks to our wonderful governmental shutdown back during that time. Megan says hi.
And I hi to Megan.
Which, you know,
Hi, Megan.
Which, of course, the boon out of all that was that I got started on the whole video, gaming, video streaming, YouTube stuff. So, we did have one boon out of that. But of course, this was using this model computer as my workstation at that job, and of course, I had to turn that in, on my last day. Fortunately, I was able to find this model, so I picked this guy up as a refurb on the Dell outlet. If anybody's in the thing for a new computer and you like Dells, I would say look up the Dell outlet, because you can find some pretty nice bargains on there. Like I said, this was a refurb model. I think it was just one of those dent and scratches things. Somebody bought it, decided they didn't like it, returned it. And so, of course, they can't sell this new, so they put it in their outlet center for, half the cost. So I was fortunate enough to be able to grab the exact same model So I was able to reinstall the partition I had set up on the workstation to play around with different stuff, and not lose a whole lot of that work that I did, my own personal work that I was doing at the time, and stuff. I've disconnect problems. Wi-Fi hates me. Oh, your Wi-Fi again. Do you have crash problems? Hey, Al Smoking Tea. Crash problems in regards to what? Now, I do have crash problems with this game. I am running this through Steam, and it will the previous go around on this map did start crashing on me at least once or twice a show. I haven't had any crash problems with my go around here yet, with my reconstructive efforts. But otherwise, no. I'm fortunate that I don't have any crash problems with my actual computer here. I do have performance issues, though. Stop. I got to hit the right keys here. Obviously, again, I picked this thing up, four odd years ago. And of course, it was a model that was probably already out for a couple of years. So we're looking at a anywhere between 6 and 8 year old system here, all told. So unfortunately, trying to stream and play a lot of the games I really want to play. Hence why we do some of these retro sandbox games, because they're a whole of a heck of a lot easier to stream. Plus, it's enjoyable to play. I'd be streaming them anyway, but there are quite a few games that I would be streaming on a more regular basis if I had a system that could actually handle it. I have had crashing problems with OBS, though. As a matter of fact, I had a major issue this morning before I came on, to where this is my RMG gaming overlay I'm using now. So I have 4 different scene collections that I use for various things. This one is sort of my main streaming scene collection, overlay collection. And then I have one that is the Extra Life Stream Team specific that I have to use on the Extra Life for Kids channel, which we'll be streaming on that today from 3 to 5 p.m. Oh, thank you. We'll see what this is. Hello. Oh, Capagen. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, because Capagen is now part of Stream Elements, so we do have some extra bonus stuff with that too. I completely forgot about that. So now we have our subscriber emote explosions, which does take a little bit away from my performance as well. But it's not as bad as when I was using Capagen from their site. But as I was saying, yeah, so I have this overlay, which is our main RMG gaming overlay. I have the overlay, the specific overlay for the Extra Life Stream Team, which I need to use on the Extra Life for Kids channel. Then I have an Extra Life specific overlay for when I do my Extra Life fundraising and marathons and Extra Life streams like we do every Friday with Megan for Stronghold Kingdoms. And then I have one that I don't use as much now that I was using for what I call my adventure series for about a half a dozen MMOs, where I was playing through the storyline, sort of that MMO, sort of a role-playing the character through the storyline, although I'm terrible at role-playing anyway. And I sort of stopped doing that because I just didn't like the format for most of the MMOs I was playing at the time. It just didn't work with interactivity with chat and all that kind of stuff. So the only one we're actually using my adventure series overlay for is the Elonian Adventures, because it still works. And that's what in fact sparks that whole adventures series of streams. Because it sort of works more, because Guild Wars, the original Guild Wars, is a little bit more linear, a little bit more easier to drive through the story and the side quests. Not as much extra stuff going on to distract me from that. But yeah, so I'm having issues with my personal Extra Life scene collection, where whenever I use that, when I close OBS, it crashes. And then this morning, of course, I had used that for 100 Days of Gaming last night, and so we use that every day for 100 Days of Gaming. And anytime I tried to change out of that scene, it would just crash OBS, crash OBS, crash OBS. I said, great, you know, not that it really matters because I could still use my extra live stream. It's not that big of a deal. I just don't, you know, these are just not extra life specific streams today. So I could use the overlay, but you know, that's a problem that needs to be solved. So I ended up just deleting that scene collection, and that seemed to have solved the problem. So I've got an issue with something in that scene collection that's crashing OBS now. So I've got to figure that out, so I don't have to keep deleting the scene just to be able to get to my scene collection to get to my other scene collections here. Megan number 3. All right, so good. All right, so let's go with the easier raw material things here. So we've got, where was I? So Cape May squared, Vineland, Atlantic City squared. So Trenton and New York. So let's get things here. So I think what we're going to do in New York, since we've got the cattle farm right here, we're going to add that to New York here. Let's build a new industry. We're going to do cattle to build a new stockyard in the city for $500,000. Livestock to food. So that's what we'll do here. Boom. So there's our livestock there. Now the thing is, could we get coal up into here to do for steel or car manufacturing? Make it a little bit easier. Yes, not. So we'll stick with that. So okay, so now we've got the extra business. So what we can do for good old NYC here, down to 3. We'll have to see about that. I found software that stopped the crashing for a while, then started again. I found that I crashed when I was zooming out in this game. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure because the crashes just seem to be random. Now I know, again, previously when I had a lot more build up here, I went through because I wanted to rethink my track layout again. So I ended up bulldozing everything and starting from scratch with the track layout. Like I said, I haven't had crashing problems in this particular go around yet, but you know, you can notice the more I start building, the more the game sort of freezes until I guess everything that I built, you know, sort of it gets all called up and it builds everything and it's good. So I think part of the issue is just that, you know, again, even though it's Steam, we're running on a modern system, that kind of stuff, there's still limitations within the game code itself that you get enough stuff on there and it just bogs down the game, and something can't catch up to something and it's like, okay, I'm done. Because I always had that problem with the original Stronghold games, Stronghold and Stronghold Crusader, to where when I was making my own multiplayer maps, I'd have, you know, big maps with a huge lot of stuff going on there. Of course, if you have a whole bunch of troops coming in attacking each other, you know, it would just kill the game. I mean, the game wouldn't crash, but it would just be like, okay, I can't. You'd just slow to a crawl. And then I noticed at times where I was actually playing in LAN mode on 2 separate computers to test my maps against. You know, I'd play, you know, one factional, you know, one person on one side, another person on the other computer, just to test the maps and stuff. The maps would go completely out of sync. I would send an attack from one village, from one kingdom against the other one, and the other one wouldn't even acknowledge that was under attack. You wouldn't see the troops, you wouldn't see the attacks or anything. So I ended up completely raising that one city, but on the other computer where I was running that city from, it's like, oh no, there's nothing going on whatsoever. I was like, okay, there's some major lag issues or something going on with that. So there's Griffin's Lift stuff to do. Yes. No, let me see. I forget which one gives the link to the Griffin's store. Nope. Redeem. Is this it? Shoot. I know there's a command that gives you a link to the store, but I forget what it is. Store? Okay, yep, there it is. That makes sense. Store. Yeah, so there it is there, the available items. So that lists actually all the available items to redeem. There's still a few things. I think I still have my list here. There's a couple of things I still have to add, like pick the engine here. Pick the engine you want me to make for to use for a train, right? Flag raid, gold raid, pizza, disaster, Twitch mode, danger coins, trade coins, challenge mode, clone upgrade, which are all clone drone specific. Vanquish, hard mission, pick game, pillage, ransack, attack, flag raid. Yeah, I don't have my Railroad Tycoon redemption on here. PvP, pick game, yeah. So there you go. Yeah, so there's the link to the redemption store. It's not, you don't have to buy anything because you're essentially using the griffins that you get by sitting here in chat for it. So it's not like a store, but that's just what Stream Elements calls it. So like I said, yeah, I still have a few things I do want to add to it. Oh, Marley. So we'll double track here for our raw manufacturing goods. I keep hitting the wrong buttons here. I wish I could change it. I'm pretty sure there's a way to change some of the keybinds here. I've been in that list before, but I couldn't get it to work. I'm so used just to using WASD to maneuver around some of these games, but for railroads here, I've got to use the arrow key. So I've got one arm like this, the other arm like, one arm like over here, one arm here just to reach my arrow keys. And when it's more natural, have this side for the mouse. Oh, headphones, stop. Okay, so what we're going to do here, we're going to run both manufactured goods right into this one line here. So we'll just bring you
watch it again. I want to watch it again.
Watch what? Daniel Tiger?
Yeah, I want to watch Daniel Tiger
okay.
Again.
Well, Aaron can set it up for you.
No, you.
I can't. I'm working right now. I'm working at my fun job, so to speak.
Gotta put it on later.
Yeah, that's what we want to do. We can bring you in just like that. And then
I want a snack.
you're not getting a snack. It's breakfast time. If you want something to eat, you have more breakfast. Aaron can make you some pancakes or something.
And then
we'll bring you in like this.
And then you can get candy.
Yes, and then you can get candy. Oh no, we don't need that. All right, so now we can throw our depots down. That depot there. That depot there. And then let's get some trains going on here. Yeah, so like you said, with our redemption store, so I do have, I want to pick the engine type here in the railroad. What else did I want to rebuild here? You can join me in a Golf with Friends match if I can ever get Golf with Friends going. Those are the two main ones left that I wanted to get done. Now that I'm going to be playing Zoo Tycoon on Mondays, I want to get one that's specific to Zoo Tycoon as well. Like pick the next animal we're going to build or attraction that we build, that kind of stuff. So kind of sort of fun stuff that people here as you're lurking away or chatting away, as the case may be, that you can you can get a little bit more interactivity in with the game as well, instead of just watching it. Don't need new headphones. These are new headphones already. Get a little bit of interactivity, a little bit of a reward for helping me build the stream. Even if you're just lurking there, you're helping me build up the stream, which is always much appreciated. All right, so let's get some engines going here. Boop, ba-doop, boop, doop. Double time. Oh, now you're going to make me do work here, aren't you? All right. So for double time, what I have to do now is go into my... See, this is the one problem with Stream Elements as opposed to Revlo. Revlo had the Make It Rain and double time features, and it would be able to do this stuff automatically. So Stream Elements technically doesn't have those features built into it. So I was able to finagle them just by having the command set up to that mimic what Make It Rain and Double Time do. That's under loyalty settings. So for Double Time, I have to go into my loyalty settings and just change the amount of griffins that everybody gets. So 5 is the default. Double Time, now we get 10. And we can save that. And there we go. Excellent. So we no longer have RevloBot, so I can remove RevloBot from ignored users too. That way, so I've got to have myself on there, my mods, my personal mods out there. That way, because I don't want them on the leaderboard. I only want you people out there on the leaderboard. All right, there we go. Oh yeah, and you were saying, yeah, you're number 3. Yeah, that's because the bonuses here. A first-time follower will get 100 bonus griffins. Somebody who subscribes gets 500 bonus griffins. Anybody who hosts me gets 50 bonus griffins. So Lady Len gets 50 griffins today for the host. And the cheers. The cheers are, well, the subscriber is the biggest bonus of 500. But the cheers, anybody who cheers will get 200 bits or 200 griffins for every 100 bits you cheer. So if you cheer 10 bits, you get 20 griffins. So if you cheer 1, it's basically 2 griffins for every bit you cheer. So that's why you're number 3, because of well, you can see it in chat. I can't see it with my chat on the phone here. But was it Dinny up there with that big cheer a couple months or a month or so ago? Thank you very much appreciated. Got a whopping like 2,000 griffins or something for that. So anytime anybody makes a cheer, you'll get bonus griffins based on how many bits you actually use to do that cheer. And then and again, it helps me grow the channel. It brings some income. So at some point, hopefully, I'll have enough cheers and enough subscribers to say, hey, I'm getting this income in now. I can go out and buy an actual system that can stream, and I can make the stream better and stream more interactive games and some of the more modern games that we want to stream, like Overwatch and Lawbreakers and all that fun stuff. But this stuff isn't going to go away. I want to try to keep this stuff. So I'm actually glad to see I got a few people in chat today, because I was sort of debating on whether I should keep my retro sandbox building day today. So it just didn't seem like a lot of people were stopping by, even just to lurk, which I said, the lurking is fine. I love lurking. I'm glad to see I've got a handful of people in today, because that's encouraging, saying, okay, good. Maybe I should keep Sandbox Building Mondays then. So we'll keep it going through August, see how it goes. And, we'll make this changes in the stream as I think is necessary, or as, of course, people suggest they want to see something or other. Of course, there is that Griffin reward that you can request. You can request a game that you might want me to play. Saving up to get you to attack somebody I don't like. Yeah. Our attack, was it pillage a village, ransack a random. I don't have capping or raising on there, because they're a little bit more specific, a little bit more problematic to try to do. Pillaging and ransacking a little bit more easier to do on the fly. All right, so what we're going to do here, this is our catalyst. So let's start with our, you know what we want to do first? We need to change the engine. So these are pretty short trips here, so we'll go back here to our old Smokies, the old classic Smokies here. So we've already got our planet running. We got a grasshopper out there in the field. So next up is the Norris. So we'll go Norris. Norris will haul our wood. 40, 28. So that drops it. That drops it down. What's that? 12 miles per hour. That drops. That drops it another 8. So we'll leave it. We'll leave it at 3. 3 is good enough. So we're good. Go to the New York terminal. We don't need nothing for a return trip, so that'll help. So we'll do that. Well, let's watch this guy go. Yeah, see, now it's sort of locking personal. Yeah. So where are we here? Let's focus in on, nope. Hello, Mr. Engine. I want to see you. There we go. So let's zoom in on our engine here. Of course, we changed the colors up here a bit to be our RMG Real Millennium Group colors. At least one of them, the purple. The official Real Millennium Group RMG colors are purple, red, and green. Quite colorful, you might say. They just happen to be two of my three favorite colors. And the green, I forgot why I use the green. This all comes from Guild Wars anyway. I think the green was because I had no other choice in terms of my guild cape for the particular image I wanted to use. Was green, so I figured, alright, we'll do green. Green highlights. There we go, not too bad. Alright, good. Guild Wars are a part of our regular Saturday features. Saturday streams. All right, good. All right, so let's get the other one rolling here. So we'll go. See what I should do for the double time. I'm thinking because it's a little bit harder to keep track of. Yeah, for 10 minutes of this and that. I think when somebody redeems double time, I might make it just for the remainder of the stream or remainder of the game, the current game we're playing. And then that way it still gives other people a chance to redeem double time. If we, like today, we're going to play 3 different games in the 6 or 7, 8 hours, however long we have. You go here. That way with each game, somebody can redeem it and keep it going. Right, so cattle. Oh, no, first things first. So we'll go 3 cattle, but what we want to do is change you. Oh, there we go. The Norse, and now the patentee. See where we at here. Ooh, wow, that really drops you a bit. So we go through 38, 24. It's 14 miles an hour. Another 7 down. Huh? That's all right though. So now we will clear that out, and we'll close that, and we will get you running. Where you at? Oop. Let me hit the right keys here so I can maneuver. Let's focus in on you. Here we go. Load up them steaks, baby. Oh, look at the size of them wine barrels.
Yeah, the train. That's the train.
That's the train, that's right.
That train.
Yeah.
I do not talk on that. Everybody yelling on that train. It can drive. Yeah, they don't.
Look out, girl!
The middle train. The middle train.
Yep, there goes the other train.
I can go on it. I can go on that. I can go on
Yep.
a roller coaster. I can go on a roller coaster.
Yeah, you can go on the roller coasters. I'll be getting those roller coaster videos up soon. I gotta get all the pictures and all the videos off my phone and off our video camera. Get them up on YouTube hopefully this week, but we'll see how things go. At least I got my weekend off to look forward to coming up, so I'll have more time to get some of that stuff done. All right, good. So good. We've got that rocking and rolling. So we've got some food production going on now in New York City. All right, we already got 3 steaks a rolling. 3 steaks a rolling. All right, good. Excellent.
Hi, Abby the Troll.
You want to say hi? Abby the Troll.
Hi, Abby the Troll.
Yeah, there's Abby the Troll there. Alright, so let's save this. Don't touch the keyboard.
No.
Okay, good. Oh no, leave that there. That's Daddy's note to remind him of the stuff he needs to do today. Once we're all done with the stream here. Okay, so where are we time-wise here? Okay, 10 o'clock, so I figure I budgeted till about 10:30 for railroads before we go into City Skylines. That way it'll give me a good couple hours to get into City Skylines. Do some building there.
I want the movie.
Well, go watch the movie then.
Okay.
Go watch the movie. Alright, good. So we're good to go there. Oh no! Going in at the same time. That's good. It's all good in train table mode. Ha ha ha. Excellent. Okay. So leave that go. Let me keep an eye on my Twitter MooBot there. Okay, so that takes care of New York now. Manufacturing goods. So we still have Trenton left here. So let's see if we can get Trenton going for raw materials. Of course, that still leaves, we don't have any cargo lines set up yet, so that's going to be an issue. Of course, I really can't do the cargo lines until I get our raw materials set back up again, because, you know, a couple of trips of the cargo lines, see, I'm already lagging a little bit here now in the game. Are we overheating here? I might throw down an ice pack or two. The City Skylines will definitely strain my system, unfortunately. So we gotta see. So yeah, so a couple of trips here and we'll be all out of cars. So that's a problem. Alright, so Trenton. So let's get Trenton set up here. Now here comes the issue with this guy here. So we're gonna have to get a bridge across to really. Again, I mean, I could easily connect into the passenger line, and it wouldn't be an issue whatsoever. It wouldn't affect anything. But again, just from the way I want to be able to build these lines, I want to keep mail and passenger separate, the cargo as separate as possible, and then of course have the raw materials on their own short little individual lines. So we're going to do it that way. So what I need to do here, I'm almost wondering if I should reroute this guy a little bit. Because I think you're only Trenton to Atlantic City, I think. Let me see where I got. Yeah, I think you're just Trenton, Atlantic City here. Yeah, see, now this is a new thing here with as laggy trying to move around the map as I am now. I haven't had that happen before. Let me check your route. I think you're strictly Atlantic City, Trenton. Yeah, Atlantic City, Trenton. Okay. All right, so I'm thinking now perhaps what I'm trying to think now is whether I should reroute this guy, have him instead of coming in on this side, have him loop around here. Now it's going to be a little bit squirrely on this side because we're right at the edge of the river. And I have to come in on this side, and I can't. Unfortunately, we're with the bridge. Yeah, see, that might not work. Because with the bridge there, I actually can't make a connection into there that would technically work. I would almost have to come in on this edge of the city and connect right into there if I could. That way, that would leave me free to sort of come in this way for our manufactured good line here. Well, let me try it. I can at least try it and see what happens. So let's save the game here. Make sure I don't lose any of the progress we've got already. So what we'll do here, you try coming from this side because this is where you're going to be coming from. So if we go this way with you, loop around on this side, so that might actually work a little bit here. We can bring you in a little bit here. Maybe you can just skirt the edge here a bit. You see it lagged, just lagging a little bit here. Just gotta get caught up. There we go, okay. For a minute there, I thought, for a second there, I thought, maybe we're gonna get our first crash in of the session. Here we go. We'll go like that. And then, yeah, see, it's really laggy right now. So this might actually work. This might actually work here. So what we would do now is bring you in that way. And then have you connect like right into here. Come on, catch up game, catch up. So we connect you sort of like right into there. One little lone house sitting there on the other side of the tracks. See now, yeah, this is where the problem is. It doesn't affect anything mechanically. I think it's just that I don't like having that there. Doesn't look as nice as neat. This track coming into the side of the bridge wall. Just one of those graphical little things that just sort of annoy me a little bit. But I think this is one of those cases to where I think it might be the best option I have to deal with here for what I want to do. So what I can do now, I should be able to delete this track here. That portion of the track, because then the train can go up that way, but let's see. We'll wait for you to run. We'll see if we can or not. I might have to delete the train and rebuild you. Because it should automatically, I think it should automatically reroute. Did it? No. See, I'm so laggy now. It's... Oh, yep, there it goes. Okay, so good. So now the train should actually reroute. I might actually have to stop the game just to see if I can get the lag to go away. Stop and restart. Fortunately, the game loads up pretty quick, so that's not too much of an issue. I want to try to get through, we got another 15-20 minutes or so that I've got planned for railroads before we go to Skylines. I want to try to go without having to do that. There's the last bit in here, so now it's just to see out of curiosity. There we go, beautiful. Makes it a little bit slow coming in on that side, but yeah, it's a little bit. Yeah, in the real world, that could never happen. But hey, it's train table mode. We can live with it. Because I kind of like doing this more so than having to bring, a big bridge around here just for a little manufacturing line here. That makes a little bit better sense to me. So what I need to do now is come down here, because what I need to do is delete actually this part of the track. Oh, it's going to delete the whole thing, huh? Didn't necessarily want to do that, but it's okay, because we do need our, let me see here, if I can swing around here. Oh, other way, swing around Trenton, there you are. Zoom in here. Make sure I got all that part of the track squared away, because what we're going to do now is double track for our manufacturing goods. So we'll swing just around a little bit here. Wait for you to get out of the way so I can actually see what I'm doing here. We want to start right there. Okay. Double track you out to about there. Wait for the game to catch up. Alright, so that's good. Come on, rotational rotate. There we go. Excellent. So we'll bring you down around this way now. Let's do a little bit there. We'll bring you up. I don't necessarily want a bridge, but you know what? In this case, it might make it a bit easier on the engine. Less of an upgrade, or slope. Let's see. Roll in here, come on. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it, Mr. Railroads. Here we go. Okay. Yeah. I know turn too sharp. That's not how we want the turn. Alright, there we go. There we go. That looks better. I gotta figure out where we're coming in. Okay, good. I don't necessarily want to go too far into the farmer's field, so we just gotta skirt our little green circle here, and we'll be good right here. We'll just take that little corner off there. Sort of. Right through that corner of the fields. Build our depot here, and then we'll get the Trenton manufacturing up and running again. So we'll put you right here. You know what? Right here looks pretty good. Yeah, shockingly enough, this game is lagging like crazy now, so I know it's got to be my system. And she's feeling a little warm, but she shouldn't be all that warm. Ooh, that is a little hot. Yeah, so I think when before we switch out here, I'm going to throw some ice packs down, because that actually does seem to help here a little bit. The ice packs. Okay, so from Farmer's Field, let's switch you out. Ay, ay, ay. Oh. Planet's Grasshopper. Norse. Patentee. The Adler. See, now the Patentee and the Adler are almost identical now. I think the Adler, or the Patentee, was the last one I used here, so I think it's the Adler's turn now. Stevenson. 1834. Actually, I can't see any difference whatsoever. Except one's the 222 Adler, the other is the 222 Patentee. So this is what we'll use anyway. We'll go with the Adler now, because that's the next one up in line here for us to use. That takes us down to 16, 4 miles. That gains us 8. And that gains us 12. So we'll go with 4 cars anyway. That should be fine. It's actually, see, the advantage is it's going downhill hauling the freight this time. It'll be going uphill empty. So that'll help with our times and speed here. Zoom in on you. Yeah, so pretty much, these two engines are identical, the Adler and the Patentee, whatever it's called. So it's even going faster than what it said when I threw the cars on there. I think a little bit faster. Top speed is 40, so it's only going half that, so that's not bad at all. Too many trees. Cut the trees down so we can see you. There you are. Yeah, obviously a little uphill there. Dude, use the stairs. Dude, seriously, where are you, a ghost? Or ma'am? Are you oh, you're a ma'am. I'm sorry. Lady, use the stairs. Throw you up to 30, 35. This will be downhill. Should be down. Yeah, well, it's going around the turn anyway. So downhill. Yeah, not there. So she's going uphill now. So 38, 38, 39. Oh yeah, so even the uphill slope here isn't going to affect the speed. So that actually works out pretty well. There's Farmer Billy Joe Jim Bob out in the field. Where'd you go? Farmer Billy Joe Jim Bob, where'd you go? We lost you. Lost Farmer Billy Joe Jim Bob. Good, so that works out well. Works out very, very well. Ooh. I thought, well, you know what? I didn't get enough sleep because we were up till almost 1 in the morning for day 5/day 6 of 100 Days of Gaming last night. Oh, there's Farmer Billy Joe Jim Bob. So yeah, we are running a little bit on empty today. That's all good. Okay, so good. So we've got this all squared away. So we got our raw goods up and running here. Now it's a matter of how we're going to get everybody to get the food, the cargo, or the manufactured goods and the automobiles to everybody else. Because the one problem is with the game is that we're here in Philly. We've got 8 cars. So let's say I load up a train with 8 automobiles. And of course we want to make stops at Trenton, Newark, and New York City. And every single one of those cities demands cars. The problem is you can't specify, say, drop 2 off at Trenton, drop 2 off at Newark, and drop 2 off at New York City. The first city that the train encounters that demands whatever product the train happens to carry will take all of that product. So that way, if I stop off at Trenton, Trenton's taking all 8 of them cars. Then we go to Newark, well, there's no more cars to drop off. We go to New York City, no more cars to drop off. So Trenton's getting cars, Newark and New York City aren't getting cars unless we do what we did here with our lumber supply to Newark and Atlantic City. So we'd have to go to Trenton. It would have to come back, pick up cars, go to Newark, go back, pick up cars, go to New York City, then go back, pick up cars, and go back to Trenton that way. Now, since we want this train hauling all manufactured goods, I got to figure out how I'm actually going to route that train. So what we could do here, we're coming from Philly with cars. We stop off at Trenton. We drop the cars off at Trenton. It picks up food at Trenton. It goes to Newark, drops the food off at Newark, picks up the manufactured goods, and goes to New York City, where it drops off the manufactured goods, picks up manufactured goods and food, goes back to Newark, drops off the manufactured goods and foods, and then Trenton has nothing. Well, actually, it would drop off the manufactured goods and food. It would pick up manufactured goods, which would then get dropped off at Trenton. So Trenton's getting cars on the way up. It's getting manufactured goods on the way back. But Trenton's not getting any food. So this is where we might have to run 2 or 3 trains on the same track here, which under a typical scenario would be problematic. It just wouldn't work. But fortunately in train table mode, where it's not the real world situation, it's sort of what we would need to do to prevent having to lay down 5 or 6 different tracks here for each cargo haul, and or running the train back and forth, 1 stop per city, back and forth, which I might try first of all. So we'd go get cars, go to Trenton. It would pick up food at Trenton, go back, drop the food off at Philly, pick up cars, go to Newark, drop the cars off at Newark, pick up manufactured goods, stop at Trenton, be no manufactured goods. It would pick up the food again. See that's where it's getting complex, and we can only have 10 stops within a route. So I could see our bane is going to be this cargo hauling. Trying to figure out exactly what the best way is to do it. But that'll have to be for next week. Let's see if there's. You know what I want to do? What I need to do? Let's save this puppy here. We save the game. Be okay there. Yeah. Let's save you. And let's see if there's anything else I want to do right now. This is actually pretty good. We got quite a bit accomplished here. Maybe not as much as I would have liked. Of course, we lost about 25 minutes with the OBS issues we had before we went live here. I actually even wanted to get started at 8 o'clock today. I probably would have gotten started at 8:15 if we didn't have a couple, again, the OBS issues and a couple other the last minute things we wanted to do. The New York stockyard grew to medium size. That means it converts faster and stores more. So good. And what we do need to do, I mean, the thing we have now is that, as you can see, some of these cities, 0 passengers, zero mail. The train lines are actually exceeding the capacity. The train lines have more capacity than the cities are supplying right now. So we need the cities to grow too via the cargo lines. Now that way, hopefully, we'll get more passengers and more mail as they grow a bit there. Let's see. I don't think there's really too much else. I mean, obviously, I can do some more raw manufacturing down here now, but the game is definitely lagging right now in terms of moving around the map. You know what? Let's try. I haven't tried this yet, so we can actually move around the map here. Yeah, see, it just lags here too. Because we do have to get. We've got a lot of cattle here. We've got a lot of food resources down here in Maryland. To take care of. So I think that's what we'll do for next week. I think next week we will do our Maryland circuit because that'll be a little bit easier. Pennsylvania is going to be the tough one. Trying to get the manufactured goods to all the cities that need it, because we definitely got to build up Lancaster, and I think it's Reading. And they require right now the manufactured goods. So once we get them to the next level, then they'll require the mail and passengers, and we can add them to our mail and passenger line that's running there, and that'll actually help them build up a little bit even faster and get them to the basic demands here. The 5 basic demands that every metropolis will want: passengers, mail, food, manufactured goods, and automobiles. And of course, the extra demands are where their raw materials requirements are. But these are the big 5 here. And right now it's just Lancaster and Reading are the ones lacking all that. Everybody else, I think, now demands the big 5. So yeah, I think it'll be Maryland. We'll work on the Maryland raw materials next week and go from there. So thank you, everybody. Stick around. I'm just going to run my outros to make it easier for my YouTube videos. Again, all my live streams, as much as I should say not all my live streams, because I've done a couple of Atlas Reactor live streams now that actually aren't going on to YouTube. It's just filler in to get a decent length stream going. Stick around, but I am going to run my intro outros here, just to make it easier for the YouTubes when I upload this to the YouTubes. So stick around. We'll just run the intros, then I'll switch over and we'll head into City Skylines for a couple of hours here for some more relaxing, fun building stuff. I'm kind of excited to get back into Sea Sky. I was excited to get back into railroads because we missed last week. I didn't do it last week because of some issues. I ran out of time to have that in the stream, and of course we were on vacation the week before. So I did want to get back in and sort of get some stuff accomplished here in railroads. But yeah, I'm definitely excited for Tantonitis because Tantonitis has really been growing. So And we've been working on our Stonehenge Park. So I think we might pick it up with working a little bit more on our Stonehenge Park when we go to see Skylands in a few minutes. So stick around, everybody. It's just going to be a quick, real break while I switch over games here and grab some ice packs to hopefully stop the heating. And I'm unfortunately going to have to close out of Discord here, which I hate doing because I like being in Discord, in the Twitch Kittens Discord here while I'm streaming. Unfortunately, hey, I got to do what I got to do with this system I got, and hopefully one day in the not too far future, we'll actually be able to make the justification for putting out for a good, decent streaming rig, and then the real fun will begin for us, for our streams, and all you folks out there who take your time to come join me, which I can't really express how much I appreciate everybody out there lurking and chatting, for those who come in and chat. Because like I said, I started this just for my own entertainment, just for to give myself something to do. But I appreciate that everybody's out there joining me and hopefully being entertained, hopefully, enjoying watching and listening as much as I'm here enjoying playing and streaming for you. So let's go. So let's run my outros here. I will go to my Be Right Back screen, and then we'll switch over and get some cooling onto the poor old laptop here. So let me run my my little catchphrase here and say, this is BJ Waller saying thanks for watching this session of Sid Meier's Railroads, and stay tuned. We'll be back, and until next time, I will see everybody in game.